Oh my goodness. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, exciting news today. Do me a favor, like and share, and let's get the word out. Welcome all my new subs. Today's Friday, January 30th, 2026. It's John Taylor on my news desk and trading desk today. Silver bullion, all right? Check it out. So I go over socioeconomics, geopolitics, and I go over a trading plan. So economic calendar today, we got PPI year over year, core PPI, some Fed speak, FOMC yesterday, a new chair pick, amazing news today on that. So do me a favor, like and share of my video. Tell me what you think. So we got a lot of news to go over. Just a short video too. I'm going to try to keep this one short today. But let's take a look what's being reported on bar chart. So dust, DUST, silver bullion market pumps, shakes like this, and it pumps again to all-time high. Like I said, not a financial advisor, but I started shorting the pump as soon as I saw the news headline that retail was doing FOMO, going into all the coin shops and everything, trying to purchase silver bullion. So stocks slipped today as bond yields rise after Warsh picked for chairman, if I'm pronouncing that right. U.S. stocks dip, gold swings as market react to Trump's choice to lead the Federal Reserve. Panama Canal ports will keep operating after court finds concession unconstitutional. Navigating Fed's independence. A lot of news. Amazon is cutting 16,000 jobs I'm guessing because of automation with the artificial intelligence. Tesla is about amazing abundance, and Wall Street analysts bullish on Exelon stock. So we go over the news real quick, and it just remember, this trading for the precious metals complex, it's only for the pros. If you don't know what you're doing, just remember, retail always gets spanked, and so it's tough. But if you don't know what you're doing, you got to think. Let's see. So, this is a time, I don't use the stop orders, and then I don't use the margin, but I was able to put a short on by going long dust shares the last couple of days that I had mentioned in my previous videos. I don't run commercials on my YouTube channel and on X on Twitter, but check out this link below. You can read this book for free, AI Social Media Analytics course. Use AI, the artificial intelligence, to analyze social media data to measure engagement and impact. You can read it for free. Check out the links below. Tell me what you think. The weather's bad, man, too. Here, I'm in the panhandle of Florida and getting, bad snowstorms and everything, cold fronts and weather. S&P 500, we'll go over the market real quick here. I'll kind of get a little closer on here so you can hear me better. The S&P 500 mini off 50 points. NASDAQ off about 300 points. Dow futures off about 500. The VIX is ticking up at 19.23. The Dixie, 96.71. The US dollar, see what's going on there. The 10-year at 111-245. Crude oil's ticking up. Crude oil trade looks like it's back on. Nat gas up again. I had a nice call a few weeks ago on UNG and UNL on the nat gas trade. It looked way oversold technically. Gold off 377 points. Silver bullion craters. It's off 22 points at 92. The all-time high was at 107. As soon as it was pumping like that, I sold into that. I was selling my products, selling my bags of silver bullion. Not the entire thing, but they were trading at huge premium. And then I put a short on at the top of the market. Now the market drops like this. It's not over for silver bullion, but it pumps like this, and dip like this, and it pumps again, and now it drops back down like this. I think it's going to pump again, go above 107, but we shall see. I put a nice short on. So you're welcome if you got the dust trade on. So real quick, stocks that are active. Tesla's rocking and rolling up 5%. Nvidia's active. SanDisk, Microsoft, Micron Technologies, Apple Computer, Meta is active. Advanced Micro Devices, Amazon with the layoffs and AI, and of course Google's doing great. The chart of the day is Bunge, stock symbol BG, is leading global agribusiness and food company. 100% buy rating on Bunge. So that's what I have on bar chart. So let's take a look at Yahoo Finance real quick here. Yahoo Finance, it kind of reports the same news that bar chart does, but also I'm buying the dip on Bitcoin. I sold much of my bags of silver bullion at the top of the market. I'm looking at accumulating Bitcoin, so I've been buying the dip in Bitcoin and actually increasing my allocation to Ethereum. Ethereum has a graded negative weighted alpha than Bitcoin does, so I'm accumulating Bitcoin, but more importantly, purchasing more Ethereum. Not investment advice, just free alpha. Warsh, a safe pick. Stock slide after Trump reveals Fed pick. New tariff for Canada and Mexico, the US dollar. Okay, so Apple computer stalls. Starbucks talks about a turnaround. Stock's off 3%. AI software, artificial intelligence versus software. Companies like SAP and Microsoft and CRM, Salesforce, the stocks, they can't compete against the AI, and they're having huge layoffs, huge silver price volatility, unreal. So rate cuts and drug maker Eli Lilly, a new plant in Pennsylvania. Man, S&P's off, gold and silver plunge as wild swings in the market. I've been monetizing, doing great. And that dippy dip, that purchase of dust. So you're welcome. If you got that dust trade, you're welcome. So you can see, tell them I'm a computer nerd. Look, I got my nerd glasses on. I got tape on them. So as a computer nerd and geek, Verizon's active, SanDisk. Verizon looks good to buy the stock and then sell a covered call. Do a nice trade on it. Sprotts silver is off. Nat gas is pumping. So I've got that trade on. So stocks that are gainers. Robert Half is up 25%. Deckers, SanDisk, huge pumps on this. Penny Mac Financial, might sell some puts on it. Unity Software, another software stock getting pumped, or actually punished. And then Rocket Mortgage, Rocket companies, RKT, these stocks, in the software and mortgage company, the real estate market's not doing so well. It did the same thing in 2008-09, so my goodness. It says here Donald Trump sues the Internal Revenue Service and Treasury for $10 billion for releasing the tax returns. So this is the news that's being reported. Do me a favor, stay with me to the end, give me a like and share. And I publish also on X, on Twitter, and my Twitter feed is getting a lot of action and getting a lot of new subscribers on Twitter. I want to welcome all of you. So let's look at the trading plan. All right, I'm buying the dip more progressively with Ethereum, ETHE, ETF. Cocoa is oversold. Nat gas is pumping. I had a huge trade on that. BKCH, I'm going to do a trade right here on BKCH. I'm buying the dip on it, on the blockchain ETFs. So, this is oversold. So let's go in there and doing a live trade on camera. BKCH, the blockchain ETF. So I bought it off 5%. Nice. Then let's look at Block, BLOK. Block is dipping also too, off 4%. So I'll wait for that to have a 5% dip. So my trading plan, I bought the dip on Bitcoin. I'll DCA Bitcoin today. SPY ETF, DCA it. Just bought the dip in blockchain ETF off 5%. Block, BLOK. Ethereum, purchasing more of it. SLV, might sell some puts on the iShares Silver Trust. Let's look at that today real quick. SLV tanking, off 22%, wonderful. Dust is pumping. The puts on, open up the option montage on SLV. Okay, all right, so this is what we got. Look at this, just at the money, the 82.50 puts on silver, SLV, is up 3,200%. So we might, let's see, sell those puts to open and then purchase underneath the market at, I'm doing a live trade here, 82.50, and then we might purchase the 70 puts. They're up 4,200% for 48 cents, so that's a nice trade. So we're looking at doing a trade on SLV, huge crater. You know, the market tanked on silver. Let's look at GLD, actually dust, D-U-S-T. I have a nice trade on dust. The Direction daily gold miner bear. It's like boom, boom, up 20%. So I might sell some call options on dust. I bought the shares the last 2 days. The calls expire in 21 days. They're up 132%, running about 11 minutes. So, man, I could sell the 5, let's see, out of the money calls. I could sell the $6 calls for 50 cents. That's not a bad trade. And then the puts, and then the protective put underneath it, you know, the $5 put is 40 cents. So dust has been a huge, huge pump for me here in the last couple days, plus UNG. So I'm not always right, but I'm right enough. So again, this trading and speculation, it's not for the faint of heart by any means. So I'm looking at dust, selling calls on it, buying the dip on the blockchain. So that's my trading plan for today. Exciting times. We got geopolitics with North Korea, China, the Ukraine, Russia, Iran, the flotilla of military ships in the Persian Gulf. A lot of exciting geopolitics news. So that's what I have for today. A short video, about 12 minutes, but you know, what do you guys think? Leave comments below. You know, what do you think about the crash in silver? Is it time to buy the dip in silver? I think it is. That's my opinion only. And I think it's got a lot more to go. So we shall see. So with that, I say this every day. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. So thanks everyone. Buy the dippy dip in ETH. Is that the right trade? It's oversold technically compared to Bitcoin. Shorting silver market last couple of days, selling into that parabol pump. You know, now the market dips like this, so I might be accumulating some of the silver stocks. So that's what I have. Everyone have an awesome, great day, and thanks. Like and share, and I want to welcome all my Twitter viewers too. I publish on Twitter and YouTube. Thanks YouTube, thanks Twitter, thanks everyone. It's John on his news desk and trading desk. Have an awesome day, okay? Thanks.